It's been pretty exciting. We had a fun bus ride home from regional, so that was kind of cool. We've had a lot of down bus rides since we've come this whole season, coming back from meets, and so it was cool to find out as we had our bus ride back. And this whole week had just been kind of slowly coming down from that high, and then kind of getting back and pumped up to run this weekend.
I think we're trying to be a little bit relaxed. We're coming off of a pretty big high from Big Tens and regionals still, and we're just trying to regroup and get back to getting our workouts under our belt, even though they're very light, and just learning the importance of running together and knowing that we deserved and earned this trip to NCAAs, and that no matter what happens this week, we're going to be really pleased with the outcome. And yeah, I mean, we've just been really relaxed at practice every day, and yes, it's the biggest meet that we've faced all year, but if we go in with that mentality of just how we went in at Big Tens, I'm sure we're bound to be very successful.
I think it's been business as usual so far. I mean, there's certainly a level of excitement having both groups advancing, but I haven't felt like we've been uncharacteristically wound up.
I think it's important to just be relaxed, which we've done a really good job of, and just go out there and know that we've done the work, and there's no reason to put excess pressure on ourselves because we've done the work, and the results will show.
With a short period between races, we really need them to be in tune to how they feel. Getting back to normal in terms of their running and rest and those sorts of things are probably more important than anything else, and then just getting them in sync. We'll do a little tune-up today, but we aren't going to do anything to tax them. Right now, we just want to make sure that our legs are under us when we get to Kentucky.
I think it's pretty cool because I mean, both programs, I mean, they're boys and girls, but I mean, when you're recruiting future kids and everything, to say both teams made it, I think it's kind of a big deal instead of saying, oh yeah, just the girls made it or just the guys made it. I think it's just kind of cool for us as a whole.
It's sort of a relief, to be honest with you. For me, I felt like the men all along were better than they'd performed. So just seeing them get to what I thought was, their best or close to their best was pretty gratifying. I mean, it's exciting. There aren't many programs in the country that have advanced both genders, and that's, I mean, that's rewarding. It's a lot of work, and again, with all the programs that sponsor cross country, to have be one of the few that have both genders going, that's pretty gratifying.
The fact that they made it this year, I mean, watching them run at regionals, it was such an awesome race. I mean, they had heart right from the beginning, and they knew what they wanted to do, and they went out there and did it. And it makes me realize that I'm so happy that our men are going, just because they deserve it every day at practice just like we do. And so I'm glad the results came out in their favor and that we get to go to this meet together. It means a lot.
I don't know if running the courses is much of an advantage of just having a lay of the land, just sort of logistics. We've got a good feel for that. We'll stay in the same hotel. We'll eat at similar restaurants. Those routines are things that the more familiar you are, I think those routines are probably more important than if you go down there and everything's a novelty. So I think that's probably as great as advantage of knowing the course. There are probably some advantages of having felt the course under our feet, during the competition.
I think it means a lot. I mean, for me personally, I like to run on the course before and have a little preview and know where it was. And I think leaving Louisville, not realizing that the last 600 meters were truly downhill, I think now knowing that, it'll be easier for me to just let my legs go and fly to the finish line. And I think being able to see the course before really makes a difference. I mean, you go in more confident because you know where things are and you know when there's tight turns and when it gets narrow. And so I think it's really important, and I think it will definitely fare really well for us. We get to go and see it again 2 more times before the race, so that will also obviously really help us.